I got some loud chips again. Make a ASMR while I sweat. Start a video up, do you? Hey, I want to start a video. That's what I'm into. I wrote a response for myself, to myself. I had a question to my audience, especially the last few people that subscribe whose names I can't pronounce. Now, I said I had some subscribers. I was like, what are you thinking? What are you doing? If you're a venue and somebody reaches out to play a show or something like that, like, do you just not answer somebody or something like that? Is it good to do that? Or is it good to, even if you're booked and everything like that, to say, hey, like, thanks for reaching out, you know, we're glad to see you have interest in playing. Sorry, we are booked at the time and everything like that. Or, yeah, hey, what are you type of, we'd love to have new performers here and everything like that, you know. You know, we might have a little bit of some fun for once in our lives or something like that, you know. But what happens if, like, you reach out to, like, multiple ones or whatever, and then they don't say anything back whatsoever or anything like that? And I'm not even saying they hadn't even heard my stuff to, you know, because I know some people would be like, oh yeah, you shouldn't play anywhere anyway, you know. You know, you're a whole bunch of, you're a real residence of crikey, I tell you. You shouldn't be playing anywhere. I understand there's people out there that say that kind of thing and everything like that, but my idea is that some places might not have even found that out for themselves. They could consider the chance that I could go and play somewhere and people could, you know, be involved with having a bit of some fun for once in their lives and everything. But I just wanted to leave this as a short message because I have to start eating those chips pretty soon because it's the first time in a long time in my life that I've actually got them to eat and everything. And they're like probably the loudest things imaginable. Anyway, so I did not slip off of my camper roof earlier, which is good for me. I was picturing what I'd have to go through though, and the, you know, physical rehabilitation process and me developing for the first time in my life some sort of vertigo, aka fear of heights and everything like that, which I hadn't had until I tried taking these boots up onto a roof that had previous laying down of liquid Flex Seal. That stuff is slick. It's real slick. It slicks its hair back and puts on a pair of, you know, dark sunglasses, and it says, "Boy, I'm slick." And I'm like, yeah, well, you might be slick, but I'm gonna walk all over you and slip and slide and everything. In other news, I started my first day of a new insurance policy for my automobile, which it happened to be sitting in now, so I can feel like I'm getting something I'm actually paying for. So I'm gonna spend a lot of time sitting in my car now, my automobile. Also, I attempted to fix this just yesterday, and I'm not really laying it in that it's gonna actually work so well, but this it's a window visor thing. I'm actually not gonna mess about with it right now. I don't want to get too bummed out, because what I was about to say is that I have my first day of insurance active and everything like that, and then I got something in the mail, and I got woken up today by the new insurance person. Oh no. And my voicemail says, this is low marsupial, but the only people that ever call seem to be from the state or working in businesses and all that kind of thing. So it'll probably be them who hear this, or be they who hears this, or be them who listen to this. So hey, nice to see you. Hey, why don't you buy some albums or something like that? Why don't you start a venue up and then actually respond when I reach out about playing? But yeah, that goes to the beginning. Is it wrong for people that are running venues to not even say anything like, "Hey, sorry, we're really booked" or anything? Because it feels really weird where it seems like it's intended to be made to feel like you don't exist. But I hover that down to the zip code pretty much because it's just normal for things to be like that in this area. Yeah. But I have some nice anecdotes as I maintain surviving to be able to have a telltale all kind of thing about basically having a situation of being the outsider of this area here and everything. I just want to have fun, develop songs, and explore sounds and have a lot of things that at least relieve my soul. Be something that I do, but I won't start saying too much yet about it. But I will use the word pretentious, and also use the word spoiled and clueless and unprofessional, and they don't know what the hell they're doing, and they probably aren't going to be existent for that long. Meanwhile, I'm going to still do what I do and everything. So that's all I'll say about that. But my tongue is feeling hot right now to say even more, but that's all right. But yeah, like, had this person woke me up, and they're going to be all like giving me like audible balloons and celebrations. They're like, hey, it's your first day of this auto insurance policy and everything. You're going to be saving handfuls of hundreds of dollars every year because you didn't know any better to switch from that first one, in which they were really trying to gank you through on the opposite end of an unjustified anchor so that you have no mobility of whatever you need to do. And basically, they sent me a paper with a policy number, and on the very first day, they already effed up, man. It's the wrong policy number. I have a wrong number. I called back. I'm like, yeah, I said this person woke me up this morning. It's the first thing I want to. You want to turn over into bed, and the first person you see is your auto insurance agent and everything like that. By the way, hi, because I know that this alias is on my voice message. Low Marsupial. I don't say my name. It doesn't do me any good. I'd want to change the thing, but I like it. I like the way that it says what I say for my voicemail thing. But I didn't listen to it either. I cannot listen to voicemails. Like, drives me bonkers. Even having that little icon up in the upper left part of the screen, seeing it there, it's like I gotta diffuse this scenario. So I end up calling it, and then I start humming really loud and hitting the 7 button until the thing's gone, because I just don't want to hear any voice message at all, ever. It bothers me to do that. Strangely enough, on a actual legit answering machine, it's not so bad to do it, to listen to a message. But yeah, they got my policy number wrong. And then they were like, oh, well, we'll send you an electronic thing, and then you could, it's like, no, like, I want paper. I want like a physical paper, because I like having a physical paper. I don't always want to have this thing around with me all the time. I had to have been waiting for a phone call for like the past 5 days and stuff too, or I was expecting to get a call. So I had to like carry this thing around with me all the time, and I don't get a signal everywhere. So I've had to like be lenient about where I don't go, so I don't go into a no signal zone with this thing. And then I said, all right, this is my life. I have to live it. I'm not dealing with that kind of thing. But anyway, that's about it. I guess that's all I wanted to say is, like, what do you do? Like, is there some sort of difference between what's going on with people that have a head on their shoulders and stuff like that? When, like, if you're booked and busy and everything like that, and like somebody asks about actually like playing, should you feel like it's a big frustration building up within you as a business owner, or whoever works for the business owner, to be like, oh no, man, we got people that want to come and play. That's horrible. You know what we'll do is we're gonna ghost them. We're gonna make them feel even more like a phantom and everything. So anyway, yeah, I have some prospects of re-dyeing old clothes and everything like that. So it's a windy day, and I have a long sleeve and a jacket right now. They're all, the long sleeve and the jacket are dancing in the wind right now, and they'll be dry soon. And renewing old clothes is a pretty all right thing to do. I'm happy about it. I'm gonna put some patches back onto them and everything, and I'm hungry. So that's my video pretty much. This thing wasn't recording the whole time. That's okay.